and you're still trading right now. And
Funny thing is, the summer went too well. I haven't even touched the trading. Like, hindsight is 2020. I made 120 grand in 4.5 months. I got nowhere else to go. I burned my boats. The first week was the hardest week of my life. It still is. I remember every day of that week. You see that house with no lights.
Yeah.
A big truck lifted and a chain out in front that there's a dog there, and you're like,
yeah.
Because when you're betting on yourself on a full commission job, and it was the first time I ever moved out. I just spent 5 months preparing. I sold 2 deals, and so I just came to the conclusion that I got to pick.
All right, dude. What's up, Jack?
How you doing?
Pretty good. Welcome to the College Dropout Podcast.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I just want to start, like, this is your first year, right?
For sure.
Okay.
Rookie year.
Your rookie year, and then you finish up at what revenue?
Just over 300K serviced, yeah.
Okay, cool. Over 300K, and then how much in earnings have you earned so far?
Retention going about 120.
120?
Yeah.
Woo.
Thank you, bro.
And then how old are you?
I just turned 20 in August.
Whew.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so young. Okay, cool. So now I want to start. I mean, you did really good.
Thank you, bro.
For a rookie. I just want to start all the way back. So you're 20 years old. You graduated high school 18 years old, I'm assuming.
Yeah, 19, 18, I think. No, 18. You're
18.
totally right. Yeah.
Okay,
18.
cool. And then what were you doing? Were you in college before that?
So graduated high school, never wanted to go to college.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to spend a bunch of money to figure out what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So took that year off, started day trading a lot with my dad and my brother.
Oh, really?
That was kind of the projected route for me. It was what I wanted to do. It was almost the furthest away from a 9 to 5, so I really liked that.
Okay.
And from then on, day traded until got recruited by Porter Johnston.
Okay.
High school friend, went to the same high school, Legend.
Yeah.
Shout out Legend in Parker, Colorado.
Yeah.
And from then on, just trained and then started the summer.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm assuming Porter was younger than you?
Yeah, I think Porter's a year younger.
Okay,
He's 19
cool.
right now.
Gotcha. And then you guys were in high school together?
Yeah, so my dad used to coach flag football when we were in elementary school. So I've known Porter for a while. He played with us all the way up through high school. I played freshman and sophomore year.
Okay.
And he went, I think, to another school playing football, and then we've been homies, known his family. He's known mine for the longest time.
Okay, got you. So I'm assuming, so you were day trading for a good year, at least a year?
Yeah, my dad's been at it at this point 3 years. Before I did the grit, probably 2, maybe 1.5. So when I started selling, I was about a year into day trading.
Okay. And then what, were you just using your dad's money there, or?
So cool thing about how we were day trading, it's futures or funded accounts. So you don't need upfront capital.
Okay.
You're basically paying a subscription-based company to like front the capital for you, so that when you become or show that company profits, they then pay you out.
I think
I'll buy like two 50K accounts. It's not actually 50K. You can't lose all the 50K.
Yeah.
It just buys you into the market. If you then prove like a $3,000 profit on the head of that account, then you end up making the profits over 3,000.
Gotcha.
So my brother and dad have been doing it forever, but I've kind of gone my own little route.
Yeah, were you making money doing that?
Just before the summer, I got my first what we call payout.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like $1,800. I was ecstatic. Like a year in, you get paid out $1,800. You're just sitting there so happy.
Yeah.
Then from there, that was my only payout because it was right on the cusp of doing day trading and then starting this job. And we'll get into it, but I had to choose. And so that's where the drop off came up.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, clearly you're doing this for almost a year now. Seems like, and at the very end, you made $1,800. Now, Porter, Porter, and Porter got you in.
Mm-hmm.
How was that conversation with Porter? Was it just like an Instagram program? You guys caught up?
So we've never kind of strayed away from being tight.
Mm-hmm.
So the conversation wasn't as distant as some people think.
Yeah.
I remember it vividly. I just got out of the gym. He calls me up. He said, hey, him going to Utah State got recruited by Caden Ring, which, funny enough, also went to Legend High School in Parker, Colorado, and Kyle Ring.
Oh.
So he starts just talking about how he got recruited, what it is. Hey, might as well hear it out.
Yeah.
I think I denied Porter 4 attempts in a row.
Oh, really? Like,
Yeah,
I'm good, man.
I was like, I'm good. I'm day trading. I
Yeah.
got it. I got $1,800, bro. I'm winning. I don't need this.
What month was this conversation?
Probably October.
October.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably October. And then that day at the gym, I was driving home and he called me and I'm like, man, he's persistent.
Yeah.
And I've known this kid for forever. I'll at least give him a decency of just hearing him out.
Okay.
Because that was his whole pitch. It's like, just hear him out. Just hear him out.
Yeah.
Like, you'll change your life. I'm like, all right. So
Yeah.
I get on the call and it's Brock Grieve and everyone, hopefully behind the camera, knows Brock Grieve. And
Yeah.
man, he closed the shit out of me.
Okay, cool. Here's the thing though, like, I'm curious about that because Porter was telling you about this opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, Kyle and Kaden were probably just switched to grit, I'm assuming, at that point. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now, you know Porter before that, so you have a little bit of a trust there.
For sure.
But did you, like, question it? Like, have you heard about it, like the door-to-door?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think the door-to-door industry gets a lot of bad reps.
Yeah.
Because in any industry, there's bad seeds.
Yeah.
And people tend to look into those a little more than the good ones.
Okay.
So there's that, and then there's the sales side, and then just the perception that comes with sales. Right? When you've never actually looked into it, either it's your parents that have inflicted that perception,
Yeah.
or whatever it is, it gets slousy and sleeky, and you have to be hard, and you have to like go against it. So
Yeah.
I think maybe those first 4 times I rejected that were from preconceived notions of just the industry.
Yeah.
And when I finally gave him the yes or the go ahead, it was a slow tick off.
Yeah.
But I think I've come around to just the fact that it's not, and we're one of the good seeds in the company or in the space. And if anyone's going to do it with someone, might as well do it with the best company that's going to make a rookie or a first year 120K his first year.
Yeah, yeah. And so you took that, so you finally gave in, like, all right, fine, Porter, like, dude, I'll just see what it is. I'll be a nice friend. I'll be a nice friend and attend that meeting. When you, before even taking that meeting, did you have any expectation? Did you do like a research or anything like that before that?
I don't know if I had an expectation. I think the sole proprietor of why I was there was literally a decency for Porter.
Oh, really?
Right. Or maybe it was even the fact of like, he's not quitting. At this point, I just got to do the meeting, so he stopped talking about it.
Okay.
Right? Like, he was consistent. It's almost, yeah. So I did the meeting, but I mean, door to door, I think.
Did he mention it was door to door?
Oh, for sure.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I think the door to door space gets a bad rep, even if you haven't looked into it.
Yeah.
Because you tell them off your whole life.
Yeah.
Right? And so you either look at the window at your parents telling them off, like, who the hell would ever do that job?
Yeah.
Or you have to do it yourself and it's awkward and they're like, where are your parents?
Yeah.
So I think preconceived notions are always in everyone's head because it's almost an American culture to know door to door is a thing.
Yeah.
And unless you've done it, it's lousy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think there was a few things in my head. And like I said, Brock did a great job of just working me through the potential of it.
Okay, so walk me through that first meeting with Brock. I mean, you know, it seems like it went well.
Yeah.
How did he, like, frame
Go ahead. Yeah. So Brock did a great job of just kind of setting the standard on what it is.
Okay.
Kind of informing me. And then it took a few meetings. So I say it like he did a really good job, and he did because I came back to each meeting.
Yeah.
But it took a few of them to convince me and make sure that I wasn't going into a, I don't know, so-called door-to-door trap, right? Because you have perceived notions and whatever it is. So
yeah.
But yeah, he said treat it like it's your best option until it's not. Because day trading was at the conversation.
Okay, so
basically like, I have day trading. Why would I do this?
Yeah.
And so he's like, totally keep doing it. He even said you can do it out while you're selling, and I think that's kind of what turned my head to it. I was like,
sure.
What's the worst that happened? I still day trade. If this doesn't work, I keep day trading like I already am doing.
Yeah.
Or if I go and make this work, then this is working. So I think he did a great job, and I came around to the fact that I'd be really good at it because I've kind of been social my whole life.
Yeah.
And and so it took 2, 3, 4 meetings
to finally. What was stopping you though? Because it took you 2 to 3, 4 meetings.
Yeah, I think it was. just the space that I feel like my mind was made up. Right. I felt like after high school, I've been preparing to be a day trader or an entrepreneurial person or whatever it may be for so long.
Okay.
That I felt like this abrupt meeting that I just answered randomly because my friend told me to.
Yeah.
Wasn't like the thing that was going to make me 120 grand. Like it was so out of the blue that I feel like I had to kind of let it sit in for a little bit before I took it seriously.
Okay.
And then when I did finally take it seriously, it was balls to the wall from then on.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and then so it seems like, so here's my question: when you were in high school,
yeah,
I'm assuming you had a entrepreneurial spirit. Like you wanted to do business and all that good stuff. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I always say this. I'd rather be homeless than have a 9 to 5.
Okay,
and
that was your mindset.
For sure. And it stems straight from my dad. Like he hasn't worked for someone in the last 40 years. So I wanted to follow that, either if it was day trading or real estate or investing and just traveling for 5 years, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I wanted to go that way instead of going to college and finding a job.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense. And so now you took this meeting, it was October, and then when did you finally get committed? I'm doing this.
I think
no matter, like.
I remember it obviously took a few meetings. Brock, then just toward the end of those meeting tracks, he was like, let's treat it like it's your best option. Let's get you in a great university. Go through it. If it works out, you feel it's attainable, keep going. If not, no worries. And so he closed me, and I was in the U, and I just went through it. Took me about 2-3 days, and Porter, I thought, would stop texting me and going ham on my phone. Never stopped.
Oh, really?
So he's like, bro, this is so good. I'm glad you took the call. And in hindsight, man, I appreciate him for the opportunity. Like, absolutely. Hindsight is 2020. I made 120 grand in 4.5 months because I did my friend a decency. Yeah. Like, sick. But
thanks for being persistent.
Exactly. And so, I think it worked out.
Yeah. No, because I feel like, I mean, there's definitely a lot of convincing sometimes. Yeah. Some people takes time, some people don't. And then you definitely pull the trigger. Yeah. Now, so in October, it takes a few meetings. Now you finally get to decide, like, all right, I'm going to do this for the summer and see where it's heading at. Now, how did your parents react to that?
That's a good question. So I think in most case scenarios, either it's when I'm recruiting other guys or just the typical parent sell, every parent is normally against door-to-door sales. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
Because they've been without the knowledge of it for longer than us.
Yeah.
And my parents were the exact opposite.
Oh, really?
I was the hard sell. My dad right behind me was saying, go for it. Do it. Just go out. Just have fun. Do sales. And I think it stems from him doing sales when he was younger.
Okay.
But like we role played, he was full in, my mom was full in. And awesome, I think that's what helped drive some of my success is just my parents were in my corner from when I signed.
Yeah.
From when I got home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So they're like, do it. Do it.
Yeah. Yeah. They're the type of parents that at the end of the day, if they didn't want me to do it and I wanted to do it, they would still let me go ahead and do it. Right. I'm an adult. And then they were like, might as well fully support him.
Yeah.
And go ahead with it. So they were there the whole time and it was great.
Gotcha. And so now with Porter is also a rookie, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever question that? Like, dude, why are you inviting me to this thing where you haven't even tried it yet?
That's a good question. I don't think it.
I
think if he drove the first call without Brock, I would have totally asked that question to myself. Okay. Right? He was just the friend that was getting me in contact. So it helped drive the fact that Brock obviously knows what he's doing. So Brock is who I'm listening to. Porter was just along for the ride with me the whole time.
Porter was just like, hey, dude, I'm going to do this every summer. You want
For sure. I was like, oh, I can make money. You can make money. I'll make more than you. Let's do it.
Oh, my God. Okay, cool. Because that's something like, I've never had that experience to where like a friend of mine invited me, right?
Yeah, you've been in the industry.
Yeah, I was in solar before that.
Yeah, of course.
So prior to that, I mean, it's different with pass in solar, because solar you can do a 2 week blitz and give it a try. If it's for you,
Yeah.
keep going. If it's
Yeah.
not, like 2 weeks is nothing, right?
For sure.
Yeah. And so now, did you prepare? I know you mentioned Grit University. Did you prepare at all, like before you even came out to market?
Yeah.
Or were you just trading?
Yeah, I think since probably the start of the year, like January, the hard thing with me is I live in Colorado still, right? So most of the resources in person are in Utah. I had to take advantage of whatever I could. Either it was Google Meets with either the top leaders or Google Meets with like the boys just role playing.
Right.
And so I think the big thing I took advantage of to be such a successful rookie was from the book Atomic Habits. It was just habit stacking in any way that I possibly could to get prepared for the summer.
Okay.
Right. So that means pitching in the shower. That means pitching when you put your socks on. That means pitching one time when you wake up or one time when you go to bed. Right. So it's automatic.
Yeah.
And you create the habit on a habit that's already established to make it easy. And so every time I got in the shower, I pitched the wall. Every time I got dressed, pitched, woke up or got into bed, I just pitched. And I think that just helped my feet hit the ground running when I got out for the summer.
Okay. And then was that something that your leadership mentioned to you, or?
Yeah, I read Atomic Habits when I was in high school, so I kind of knew, and I hated role playing, and I hated it. So that's gonna be an honest answer for you, and I was like, I'm talking to a shower wall for 5 months straight. Like, you got to kind of mix it up. So it's like either you wake up, you go to bed, but man, role playing has been such a big piece in like my success.
Yeah.
Okay. But man, I'm not going to be an advocate saying that it's fun.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Yeah.
But you get better at it and it gets easier.
Yeah.
And then you go and do it with your friends and it gets really hard because you're scared. And then you do it with your friends some more and it gets easier and you learn and grow.
Yeah.
And you just come to learn that hard things in this job will make you successful. So you do them over again.
Right. And so here's my question. Now, like, you're committed. Did you set any goals, or you were just like, I'm just going to show up and see what happens?
Now, I'm a very structured person.
Okay.
And so I had to go right off the bat. I remember it was with Porter. I remember me and him he was visiting for Christmas break, or I was out in Utah kind of touring the facility, and I was like, you know what, Porter, let's do 300. And so I was telling my friends, 300 was everywhere. I had a suitcase that I brought out to Seattle that had 300 on the passcode. Okay. My phone had 300. My computer had 300. I practically had a tattoo of 300K on my body. So I had affirmations everywhere, and 300, I wouldn't go 10 seconds without seeing that number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. So 300K was
for sure
was your goal coming out. And so now you showed up. Did you expect? Wait. So hold up before you answer that. Did they set the expectation that it was gonna be hard? Did they tell you that it was gonna be hard?
Yeah, I think kind of backing up. The reason I went with the grit was so pinnacle to like how they just set the expectation.
Okay.
Right. They're not just flashing a ton of cars and money and saying you're gonna go make money. It's gonna be easy. You're gonna do 3 months. You're gonna not work for 9 of them. Like, they were very, very good about setting like this is gonna be the hardest thing you're gonna do. Right. Okay. When you first get out there, you're gonna get your shit kicked in. Yeah. Right. And then you're gonna get through it. Yeah. And it's still gonna be hard, and you're still gonna do it. Yeah. But at the end, you're gonna make some money. So I think that was very good, and the fact that I had a long time to prepare. So when I first went out in the summer, I was, better yet, still surprised on how hard it was. I think everyone would be, no matter if you say it's going to be hard or not. Yeah. And then I just got through it.
Gotcha. Yeah. That didn't scare you, that was going to be hard?
It scared me it scared me a little bit. I don't think anyone can sit up here and say it's not going to scare you. Yeah. Because when you're betting on yourself on a full commission job, and it's the first time I ever moved out. So I get it scares you a lot. The family in your corner helps a ton. Yeah. The training helps a ton, and then just the fact that I know I got nowhere else to go. I burned my boats. My dad sold my high school car. I had no car if I didn't make some money and come home and buy a new one. Okay. So I burned my boats, and the first week was the hardest week of my life. It still is. I remember every day of that week. I remember every deal that week. I remember I got one deal within 10 doors on my first day.
One deal.
One deal. And
Okay.
I didn't know how to schedule him. I didn't know how to get his credit card on file. I was
Yeah.
calling every manager. I was like, help me. This guy wants his bugs gone. So we ended up getting that guy closed. I'm pretty sure he's still active.
Okay, that's good.
And then I went from Monday to Saturday on a bagel. And then Saturday I got a guy. I got 2 deals my first week. One of them canceled. Hardest week of my life.
Damn.
That was my shit kicking in, period. So,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
So that was your first week. All right, so you went a little bit fast there. So basically, you had an expectation it was going to be hard.
Yeah.
And then now, first week, first door, you were like, okay, this is hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the difference between some people continuously telling you it's hard and then going out and doing a first week, it's of course different because you have homeowners yelling at you.
Yeah.
And you got people that have never yelled at you before, and you never know. You know the pitch, but now do you know it in the face of like battle, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a hard first week, but we got through it, and man, I would probably do it 1,000 times over to be in the chair that I am right now.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. And then, it was hard. Like, but what motivated you to like actually do it though?
Yeah.
Like
my why was
very
dependent, and I glaze over it too often, but my parents, my family, my brother, it's just they've done so much to like get me to where I was at that point. That one, I never wanted to let anyone down.
Yeah.
And especially someone that bets on me like they did.
Yeah.
And then just the fact of I'm a big advocate of going left when everyone goes right. And everyone I knew was going to college, or everyone I knew was going into what your high school teachers wanted you to, or corporate world, whatever it was. So I'm a big advocate of being like a maverick. I go where people don't.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go where people don't and not be successful.
Yeah.
Right? I wanted to come back with something that could tell people this works, and I'm not crazy, basically. So I had to go prove some shit out in the summer, and I think I did pretty well.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So now you did 300K. Clearly, it didn't go well the first week, right? I mean, it's probably normal given the fact that there's no experience there. Now, how were you able to, like, dude, I only sold two this week. Were you like, is this going to be like this every day? Like, how is that moving forward?
Of course, you always have, like, the devil on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Just saying, like, I just spent 5 months preparing. I sold 2 deals. I'm going to make 10K.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's pretty valid.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Given the fact, like, quick.
Yeah, I guess we're saying that's in here, but
it's quick.
Probably pretty. Yeah. So of course, there's always that little devil, but I think the people around me, like either as my car group or my managers, Brock and Kyle, that just were like, this is normal, and it just kept giving me a deep breath, and I was like, okay, this is normal. I'm gonna do fine, and I just took it one day at a time, and kind of found my confidence as you continue to get deals.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that developed probably within my second or even third week was confidence doesn't come from the deals.
Okay.
It comes from your inputs, right? So you don't feel more confident and more good at the job, or better at the job when you get a deal. You feel better at the job when it's 9:30, 10 o'clock. You look back at the day and you say, okay, I worked really hard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Neither, if I have 1 deal or 5 or 8 or 0, if my inputs are there, my confidence goes up, and my confidence in my sales ability goes up. So it's just pure inputs.
Pure inputs. Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. So, you battled through tough times. Everybody does.
For sure. I mean, you know how it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I'm assuming, realizing that mindset, like, how were you able to, ride the roller coaster? Because sometimes you're good. Sometimes you're like, holy shit, do I even know how to sell? You know what I mean?
For sure. I think my why was pretty deep off the start.
Okay.
So it got me through a lot that I think some people would have either sat on a curb, a bench, or gone home.
Yeah.
in some scenarios. I think I also broke the summer up in pieces that made it more attainable in my head instead of a big goal, a long summer left, and I'm not even close, right? And it
Okay.
seems so big, and then it makes you kind of have a panic attack when you're out in hood. So I think I took it one day at a time.
Yeah, how were you able to break that down? Were you
Yeah,
doing it daily, weekly, monthly? How were
for
you
sure.
doing it?
Every day, I mean, I found that if I'm going to look at the end of the summer, I'm going to look at the goal, I'm going to get overwhelmed. So I took it one day at a time.
Okay.
If it's 1 hour at a time, or even if it's one door at a time, depends where your headset is at.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like, there's a nice bench over there. There's a door that might scream at me over there.
Yeah.
That's one door at a time, right? You're going to go knock that door, and no matter what they say, you knock the door. And
Yeah.
then you're going to go to the next one. And then you're going to go to the next one. And so depends how you're feeling. You're going to ride the ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
As long as your inputs are consistent, you're going to get through it.
Right. Right. I see. And then what does I guess my question is, I mean, for a rookie, you mentioned that you were pretty structured, right? What does your day-to-day looks like as far as like, waking up, sleeping, and all that good stuff? Yeah.
I think morning routine to a rookie has to be one of the most important things out this summer.
Okay.
I mean, I will preface that as a vet and pro and a human being almost, especially as a rookie. If you don't start the day in the best mindset you possibly can, when the day gets a lot harder, and it will when you get out into neighborhood, you won't be capable. So I took it upon myself to wake up an hour and a half before I had to leave the apartment or the hotel.
Yeah.
I would always do a cold shower. I would always try to reference like electrolytes, amino acids, creatine, stuff that made me healthy, because I knew from basically morning breakfast to at night, I'm going to eat total shit. Right?
Yeah.
Right. So you don't have a lot of time in your hands, so you tend to go to the fast food. So when I had the control or my inputs, I did as much healthy things in the morning as possible. I would stretch. I would listen to pitches. I would do as much as I possibly could that controlled the outcome of my day.
Okay. So basically, you can't, when you wake up, eat breakfast, you do as much eating healthy as possible. And then were you doing like pitch practice? What were you doing?
So I can run you through it. I still have it memorized because it's scolding in my head.
Yeah.
I would wake up. I would immediately get in the cold shower. In that cold shower, I would have affirmations. So 300K, I would have my why, my parents, my why of like being a maverick, going left and right. So I would get in the cold shower, look at the affirmations. Then I would get out of the cold shower, get dressed, go down and have breakfast, hopefully healthy, just as much basically fruit as I could eat.
Yeah.
From there, I would come back. I would get on a foam roller. I would put my phone on NZ, and I would listen to all the pro pitches.
Okay.
And I would like roll out my back. I would roll out my hips. I would stretch a lot.
Yeah.
Because as if anyone has ever sold or is listening to this after getting on a Segway for 9 hours a day, you get bad back pain.
Yeah.
So I would try to like minimize that, roll it out, and then make use of it by listening to pitch recordings. From then, it was about time to go down and get out of the office. So I would pack up and leave.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Now I want to okay, cool. So 300K, I'm assuming you kind of like you were starting not so good and then slowly got better and better, right?
For sure.
What do you think changed that? Like, was it the mindset, or were you just listening to experience?
Yeah. You're saying what clicked?
Yeah, what clicked for you?
First month, I think I sold 25K.
Okay.
So it took the first month, I think, for it to click. Now, when you role play so much, it's so much different than when you go out.
Right.
And no one told me that. So I was sitting there thinking I was getting my feet running or hit the ground running.
Yeah.
And I get there, and when your friend Porter is on Google Meet and he says not interested, it doesn't hit like a bald guy with a Ford Raptor in his driveway saying I'm not interested. Right? So it took me a fair bit to learn that although they're saying it with such intent, it's because it's not real. It's not because it's real. And so I had to take that and just run with it. And all the smoke that they would throw at me. I had to get through it. And it took me about a month to learn that. And so then my second month, I went from 22K to 70K.
Yeah.
And then from then on, it was a consistent like 50 to 80K. But yeah, that first month to that second month, it was mainly just like deciding like not to give a bleep, you know?
Yeah.
Not to care.
Yeah. So basically when they say like not interested, you just don't believe it.
For sure.
Yeah.
I realize in the human psychology, when people over pronunciate whatever they're saying,
yeah.
it means they don't actually feel like it's real or they don't actually believe it, right? Because if I were to tell you if I were to say something knowing it's a lie, I would overstate it, right? Because I want you to make it feel real.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I would, so the homeowners all knowing I'm not interested without me even telling them what it is or saying they're busy when they just got off the couch.
Yeah.
They know it's a lie. So they over pronunciate it to make it feel realer.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, holy crap, they're saying this and it feels so real. So I had to learn that when they over pronunciate smoke or just smoke in general needs to be blown through.
Yeah.
So started blowing through it and became a little more successful.
So that clicked for you.
That clicked for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then at the end, like you were off to the skies at the end.
For sure. I think, like I said, from my second month to my third or 3.5, I was around 50 to 80K. And then during the Rumble or in August, in 3 weeks, I sold 97K.
Yeah. How did that?
So obviously the Rumble, if anyone doesn't know, is a 2-week competition where you're knocking from 9 to 9 p.m.
Yeah, 12 hours.
So, of course, more time on the doors is going to make you more applicable to deals.
Yeah.
But on top of that, man, it clicked of just, like, keeping it short and simple.
Okay.
Working the hours.
Yeah.
And having some key phrases that you can just repeat in times.
Okay.
That hit and resonate with the homeowner instead of constantly being able to, like, or having to freestyle in a either toward the end of the day when you're tired and then the homeowner can sense some bullshit and you just lose them, right? So no matter what I was saying, it was going to click because I didn't have to think much. And it was just confidence, rinse and repeat. And for 2 weeks, I didn't sell under like 5K a day. Yeah. And that really put me on the project or on the ramp to even hit 300. Yeah. Because I think start of August, I was at like 210. And I'm thinking I'm going to be here for a while. So, yeah, I had to lock in. And
when you start, like, selling high, did you ever, like, question yourself that, like, hey, is this, like, the neighborhood? Or is this, like, my skill set? Or is this going to be for today?
Yeah. You know? I think I realized that before the Rumble. Okay. As a rookie, I feel like the biggest thing a lot of people don't talk about is when you sell really good, the next day is almost worse. For some reason, when you sell good, the next day you think it was a fluke. Yeah. It wasn't me. It was the neighborhood. It was everything but under my control. Yeah, yeah. Until you prove it again. Right. And then it's the same thing the next day. And so you're in this cycle of like confidence loop that disappears or is there with deals that is really taxing. But toward the middle or even end of the summer, I mean, you have so much so much experience and just a book full of wins. Yeah. And you can flip through each of those pages when you're feeling bad or when you wake up unconfident. Yeah. And I think going into the Rumble, man, I think I sold 60, I don't know the numbers, I think 65 in 2 weeks. Yeah. And it was in one big neighborhood. So I went from all the way A to Z on that neighborhood. And everyone knew my name. It was good. Yeah. So basically take the dub. Always take the dub. Always give credit to yourself. Exactly. If you control what you control, just like on a bagel day, on the same with the 8K day, a 10K day, or even a 5K day, if you did what you're going to do, if you did what you can control, you won that day. Yeah. So for sure. Now, you probably so if you were to break down, I mean, there probably changes throughout, like at the beginning of you and then at the end of you. For sure. If you can give like 3 to 5 things. Yeah. Like what? Like how did
how did the experience change you, like the
Yeah.
sales experience?
I think the where my mind immediately goes is the perception is everything.
Okay.
Right now, toward the middle of the summer, I started realizing what I focus on is what I'll experience. Right. And so if you focus on the negative, if you focus on the early mornings, if you focus on the long hours or the no deals or the comparison on NZ,
Yeah.
you're going to see that and you're
Yeah.
going to experience it and you're going to feel less of yourself. And
Yeah.
then at the end of the summer, that's what you're going to remember. If you then focus on you're around your friends in a random state, making more money than some doctors in 5 months,
Yeah.
you'll focus on that. Right. And so when you're on a bagel day, it's not a bagel day. Right. Or when you're on the high, you're feeling way more of a high than if you were on the opposite focus.
Right.
And so it shifted midsummer, and whatever I focus on is what I'm going to experience. Other than that, the start month or 2 months, I would say I'm a very inward confident person my whole life.
Okay.
It wasn't very extrovert or outward expressed. And so I think for the first 2 months, even 3 months, the confidence that others had in me, if it was my managers, my close friends, or just anyone out there, would instill like if they're confident in me, why should I not be confident in myself?
Right.
Right. So that first 2 months, we were just building and stacking on that, and then toward the end of the summer, man, you couldn't tell me no. Right. And so I was the shit.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And in sales, obviously, it helps you a ton. And then when you get back home, you kind of have to tone it down a little bit.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, if others are gonna be confident in myself, why would I not be?
Right.
So, and I think I think sales, if a rookie does it for 1 year and then leaves, or if a rookie does it for his whole career, sales is a template for life.
Yeah.
Right. You go through, if you're knocking 3 months, 5 months, or 7 months, you go through such hard trials and tribulations to become the man you want to be. Right. If it's either getting doors slammed in your face for 10 hours straight and not making any money, you're going to learn a lot.
Yeah.
Right. You're going to learn the work that it takes to be successful, the sacrifices it takes to be successful. You're going to have a template for life when you get outside of door knocking. If it's just a year career for some people, you're going to go take that into relationships, friend groups, real estate, investing, and whatever it might be. And you're going to know, if I go into this endeavor, what it's going to take to be successful. Right. And so if you take this long term or not, it's a good template for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But if you take it long term, man, it's my first year and it feels insane.
Yeah.
Right. So if you take it long term, who knows where you can end up. So I think it's just good, and my relationships have gone up. I'm a nicer human being. I'm a more hardworking human being. I'm more sociable. I'm just a better listener.
Yeah.
And I'm just an overall well-rounded young adult. Just because I put my head down for 5 months.
Yeah.
And listen to Porter Johnson and do door-to-door sales.
Porter is still in
Porter's
college.
gonna get glazed on this podcast.
Oh, really?
He's gonna be like, "That's all."
What a
me."
good friend.
Oh yeah, I should probably stop talking about him.
And so, okay, cool. Like, there were, because we were in the same market together, right?
For sure.
I saw you cry, bro, and then that was when
Remind me, when was that? I feel like I cried a lot.
Yeah, so I was just like, damn, this shit.
Oh, was that in front of?
Yeah, in
Okay,
front of everybody,
yeah.
because I think you had a great day.
Yeah, I get him. One thing I learned, if anyone has known Brock Grieve, and you've known Brock Grieve,
Yeah.
every time he talks, he gets emotional.
Yeah.
I'm the exact same way.
Oh, really?
I talked in front of the team out in Seattle. I cried most of the time.
Yeah.
I talked in front of the people out in Kenya that I
Okay.
qualified for. I cried. I cry every time I talk about it, because I mean, on a deeper level, this job has fully changed my life.
Yeah.
And it like constantly reminds me of the hard times, and it gets me emotional.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm an emotional guy, and most people now know that.
Yeah, I was just like, damn, this
Yeah.
is real.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, so looking back, right,
Mhm.
to your rookie year,
Yeah.
like you've worked with people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're the top rookie, right? What do you think stops a person from doing what you did?
Yeah. Jeez. I could answer that question 1,000 ways.
Yeah. Like if you were to pick it like with the habits, the mindset, skill set wise.
For sure. I think the biggest thing when talking to other rookies
Okay.
that unfortunately didn't sell as much,
Yeah.
it was people not applying themselves, or what my dad would say is just be a sponge,
Yeah.
right? I'm going out there and I'm just soaking up as much education as I possibly can from
Okay.
people that have done it successfully.
Yeah.
And even when I'm successful,
Mhm.
I'm still a sponge.
Okay.
Right? There's no reason to go out there and think I know better than anyone else
Yeah.
because I've never done it.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And so people like Brock, Kyle, Caden, and then all of the top performers at the grit,
Yeah.
they're going to tell me to do this and I'm not going to do it. I'd be stupid.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And so for me to go out, go knock the neighborhood, milk it, go there for 4 days, I'm like, that's a long time, 4 days? Gosh, I guess I'll do that. And I do it and I sell way more. Right?
That's
so
awesome. Yeah.
I think listening and just plugging in
Yeah. Okay.
and not trying to go invent the wheel again
yeah.
is a great way to be successful as a rookie, especially here at the grit because we have so many good resources.
Right. Right. So that my follow up question with that one is that coachability, execution, right? Like when they say something ridiculous to you at the very beginning, for example, be in your neighborhood for 4 days.
Yeah.
How are you like
Yeah.
did you do it right there? Like obviously.
I haven't figured out any other way to put this.
Yeah.
So forgive me. But I'm a good listener.
Okay. Cool.
Like when someone has such a resume,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna quote Brock 1,000 times.
Yeah.
When someone has sold 1 million, has golden doored countless times,
Yeah.
and he tells you to go knock in a neighborhood for 4 days, I put my head down and I go knock in a neighborhood for 4 days.
Okay, cool.
Right? So and then it turns out, end of the summer in August, I knocked in the neighborhood for like 12 days.
Wow.
He didn't tell me to do that,
Yeah.
but you get experience, you get the ball rolling. But yeah, I think being a good listener, knowing where your feet are,
Yeah.
knowing that you've never had any experience doing this, and just know that they're at your fingertips and they're your resources, might as well take advantage of them and then go and apply it.
Yeah.
Day in and day out.
Yeah. What's your mindset though? Like as far as like 4 days in a neighborhood, right? Because for me, that's pretty long too.
It's still long for me.
Like you're re-knocking some of the doors there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like people that haven't really picked up like their doors.
Yeah.
Right. What goes through your head? Like when you're, for example, like knocking at night, right?
Mhm.
There's a certain mindset that you need to have when you're doing that. What's your mindset when it comes to re-knocking 3 to 5 times or even 6 times?
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, when you re-knock a neighborhood for even 3 days, you're forced to re-knock.
Yeah.
So when it's dark, man, I think just the experience of getting deals after dark has made it like, why would I not?
So it kind of that's your positive
right. So you see that house with no lights.
Yeah.
A big truck lifted and a chain out in front that there's a dog there, and you're like, now, advice, I wouldn't knock that if you plan on being there for long. If it's your last day, suck it up and go knock it.
Yeah.
But so you're just like, the amount of times that it's worked out when you think it's not going to, because you swallowed like your fear and you just went and knocked it.
Yeah.
Makes up for the times. And every time I think about that, I just like, okay, I'm going to go knock it. I mean, even a first day in neighborhood, right? You knock from 1 to 5 and then you go back for prime time and you re-knock.
Yeah.
Right. So the amount of deals that I got toward the end of the summer were just because I was in the neighborhood for so long. I think from the start of August or even the month before, I wasn't in a neighborhood for less than 3 days. Wow. And there's so many more deals or people that don't get home until late and have never been pitched in their life. Yeah. That you grab when you milk it. Yeah. I would have on my pest routes like 6 not homes per house, and I would still knock them. and have deals on that. And you'd have a star that wouldn't even be visible because you had so many not homes. Like, it paid so many times that you just conquer the few and you go do it again.
Gotcha. And so, what was your worst week, Jack?
Oh, put me on the spot.
Yeah, what was your worst week?
Can we follow that up with the best week or like?
Yeah, we'll follow it up with the best week. Your best week was already the Rumble, I'm assuming.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Worst week.
Yeah. How much did you sell? Besides the first week, though, because the first week doesn't really,
First week, 2K.
Yeah.
Not even because I had to cancel, but.
Yeah.
I think my worst week in like the working of the summer was, if you asked me this probably after the summer, I would have had it like stuck in my head. I think I've fully pushed it out of my memory, but I would say like 8K.
8K.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think 10K was like my threshold.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was 10K and above most of the summer, or at least I hope.
Yeah.
8K or even 7, I think I would be looking in the mirror like, what the hell happened this week?
Yeah. How were you able to like get through that?
Yeah, I think, I just pay tribute so much to just what I can control versus what I can't.
Okay, cool.
Right? I'm gonna start every day and go, okay, I want a deal by 2. If I haven't got a deal by 2, did I try? Did I really try till 2? Okay. Then I'm going to go 2 to 4. If I really tried from 2 to 4 and I don't have a deal, I look back and go, okay, did I really try? Did I sit on a bench? Did I eat lunch? Did I call too many people?
Yeah.
Right? So it's everything I can control or your inputs.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, a bagel hurts no matter how you look at it.
Yeah.
You got to realize it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
But if you then can look back and say, okay, did I control my inputs? Do I look at my counter app and did I knock 200 doors or whatever it is? If I can control what I control, that's it. And so on an 8K week, man, you just have to double down on all those theories, right? It's way harder to stay in that mindset than when you're selling 30, 20K a week.
Yeah.
You still have to think about it when you're not at a deal at 2, but it's not from 2 to 8 or 8 to 10.
Yeah.
Right. And then every day of the week. So when you get in those ruts, man, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't switch it up because you're not going to know what works.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
And then on top of that, just go knock a goddamn door.
Yeah.
Right? Like, don't let
Keep
the
going.
neighborhood beat you down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because those weeks that you sell 8K and you don't quit will turn over into the next week.
Yeah.
Right? If your inputs will there, you're going to be due. Right? So the next week, you're going to sell your PR week.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I found that countless times where you sell like 10, 12, 14K a week and you'd be like, what the hell happened? And then next week you do the same thing you did on your worst week and you sell double.
Yeah.
Right? And you're like, what the? And so if you let it piss you off, you're probably going to steer away.
Yeah.
Just control what you can control.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I think that's good. It's always the input.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I guess we're at 47. Okay, cool. My next question would be, I mean, I want to go back a little bit though, with your trading. I mean, were you still trading during the summer or
yeah, so it's a good question. We kind of skipped right over that.
Yeah.
Trading, my main close or my main selling point for coming out was I can do trading and the sales part. And so I started doing that. Now, unfortunately, we went Seattle. Now, if any traders are listening, they know the market opens at 6:30 in Seattle.
Yeah.
Instead of 7:30 where Colorado, where I'm from.
Yeah.
So if you're going to trade, you got to be up an hour earlier. And in this sales job, you're up later than normal.
Yeah,
right?
especially in the middle of summer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think day trading in the morning was, maybe I did it for the first week, which is maybe why it was so hard, because I would knock really hard, get my shit kicked in, and then wake up early and try to day trade.
Okay.
Maybe that, now that I say it out loud, probably made the week way harder. And I couldn't tell you a date. I knew it was about 3 weeks in. I was just like, I'm getting driven to Hood. I'm trading in the car. I'm hotspotting my computer. There was a certain time I traded on, and it always ended up when I was getting dropped off. And so instead of like pitch recording or getting my mind into the right set, I was I was day trading and stressing about losing money or like trying to do my strategy all right.
Oh.
And then I would like delay the group because I would have to be dropped off last, or like I would get dropped off last, but I have to sit in the car and wait for that time to click and for me to trade. And so I just came to the conclusion that I got to pick. Like I got to pick if it's day trading or sales. And if I go full on day trading, I'm not going to be good at sales.
Right.
If I go full on sales, or if I can't balance them both because they're going to both be at the sacrifice.
Yeah.
And so I was out in Seattle, and there's no chance I was just going to do day trading out in Seattle and not sales. So I fully went into sales, and I think that was the switch that made me probably the most money in my second month, because I was fully in on one thing instead of just balancing both.
Got you. And then you're still trading right now. And
the funny thing is the summer went too well. I haven't even touched the trading. And so
so you're just like, I'm good, bro.
Basically where I'm at is my parents still, or my dad and brother still day trade.
Okay.
If they end up finding the golden egg that has outproduced what I'm currently doing, I'm in a great scenario and a great seat to like jump on that train.
Yeah.
If not, best of luck to them.
Yeah.
And I'll continue to do what works for me.
Yeah. And then you never, I mean, that's the thing, because Porter was such a good, persistent guy that you never really questioned whether it was a scam or not, right? No. The opportunity.
I don't think it's as dramatic as like a scam.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that this company was the best suited for me.
Okay.
Right. And for any company that does or even has this facility or, I mean, is in the space, I know they're not the only company. Right. And so when I was committed to the space, I wanted to make sure I was committed to the right company. So in February, I flew out here.
Okay.
I flew out here. I toured our $25 million complex. And I kind of just wanted to look under the hood. I wanted to know where I was going to commit 5 months of my life.
Yeah.
And if this is the right leadership and the company that's going to make me like, successful.
Yeah.
Good thing I did because they're horrible. No, I'm kidding. It only just reinforced my summer. I came out here. I mean, obviously the average age at the grid is really young, like early 20s.
Were you surprised when you saw it?
I mean, you have a random guy that your friend hooks you up with on Google Meet telling you the average age is early 20s, making six figures. They have a $25 million complex here.
Yeah.
I mean, you're excited, but like you have that little devil telling you this shit ain't real. And so I had to do my due diligence and kind of look under the hood, and everything checked out.
Okay. That's good.
And man, like everyone we talk to here is just so on the same path and so aligned, and it just made sense for me.
I see. And then I guess ended up very strong for the summer. What's your goal this coming year?
Publicly put me on the spot. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So I'll give you a little story because this has everything to do with what my goal is currently at.
Okay, cool.
I sold $300K my first year and came off the year going, I'm going to sell $500K next year and have 10 recruits. That was my immediate thought. And just like 300, I don't have any reasoning for it, but it's the first thing that came to my mind. So I was like, okay, this one feels right. Yeah. Feels achievable. Let's do it. Then as a top 10 rookie, I qualified for the Kenya trip. Right. Now, everyone in the Kenya trip is top performers, right? So we have just over 1,000 employees at the grit. 41 qualified for Kenya. Okay. So proximity is power. Like I've slowly been saying that more and more because it's become so true in my life. Yeah. But when you're around everyone that qualified for Kenya, so you have to be either the top 10 rookie, a 1.5 or a partner in your downline, either first to sell 500 or you have like all the golden doors there. Yeah. Right. And so just being around so many people that performed at a high level, thinking you're going to be around people that are so different than anyone else and they're exactly like everyone else, makes you be like, maybe this is achievable. Yeah. Right? You talk to Brad or Logan or Kyle or any of the golden doors and you're like, that motherfucker golden door? What the hell? So you're just looking at it like, yeah, I can do it. Okay. I can do it. So my goal this year is 750K and I'm going to golden door.
Gotcha. And then downline of how big you want.
I want programs. 5 to 10 reps. Okay. Yeah, I think this year I want reps for sure. Yeah. So next year's a little easier, but I mean, I want to be a bigger fish, right? Okay. And the bigger fish I am, the easier it is to recruit. Yeah. So worst case scenario, I bring 1 to 3 or even none out, and I golden door, and next year it's just compounded. So right. For sure. Okay, cool. And then this is just for fun. Oh, lit.
second. All right. So, all right. All right. This is just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 6 objections in 60 seconds. I know you're a little bit rusty, but hey.
Oh, I'm very rusty. And get that on camera. Oh, gosh.
So first one, I'm not interested. Already have a person.
Perfect, man. I totally get it. I mean, everyone that already had a person in this neighborhood switched to me. It's not because they had a bad company. It's just because we're family owned and we're a little cheap.
Gotcha. I do it myself, and it's cheaper than your service.
Totally. I mean, at this point, it's just convenience. You haven't called us, so it hasn't been a huge problem.
Yeah.
But our trucks are in the neighborhood, and John, Joe, XYZ neighbors have already done it. And so these cobwebs up here, they need to get down, and nothing from Home Depot can do that.
Gotcha. I have to talk to my wife.
Totally, man. I mean, hopefully you know your wife a little better than me.
Yeah.
If you got a good deal, she didn't have spiders in the bedroom, the house looks nice and clean, you don't have to repaint it because of the spider poop every 2 years, do you think she would hate me?
Okay, cool. I love my technician.
You love your technician. Great. Well, I hate that one. I normally blow over it. I don't really reason with it, but I'll be like, perfect. I totally get it. At the end of the day, he kills bugs. You take him out to dinner.
Yeah.
I would, toward the end of the summer, I would straight up be like, you don't love your technician. Come on, bro.
I've been with them for 20 years.
I get it. I mean, 20 years ago, things have changed, right? We're family owned. Pacific Northwest, we do really good. All your neighbors use us. Even most of them have used their company for 8, 10, 12 years. Give us a shot, and we'll do a little better and get rid of the stuff that they missed.
Gotcha. And then favorite quote that gets you through?
Favorite quote?
Yeah.
I think, obviously, like inputs, all that stuff, it's not really in quotation or it's like quoted, but I think I'm going to give you 2. One, why not me? I've said that since the middle of summer, right? Of like having confidence in myself and just getting me through whatever it might have been. And like, why, if I work hard, why the hell not me?
Yeah.
Perfect. And then, gosh, I just lost it. Holy shit, I just lost it. You're going to have to come back on that one.
So
Holy moly, I just lost that.
So just why not me? That's basically your like go through.
Yeah, I mean, why not me? Like, you're at times where obviously the job gets hard multiple times throughout the summer.
Yeah.
And either it's lack of confidence, it's what's happening in the day, it's comparison, whatever it is. It's just why not me? Yeah. Like it inflicts a sort of confidence of just I have full control over whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do it at the highest potential and know it's going to work out if you continue to do it at a high level.
Right. And then who do you look up to? Like as far as like, you know,
within the space or like life?
Just life in general.
I think immediately like my parents.
Okay.
I was like structured to my biggest why throughout the summer. I mean, they got me to one of the greatest human beings I've ever known. Oh, what the hell? So humble.
Yeah.
No, I think my parents, like they've gotten me to such a high level and they've been so good. They're so supportive.
Yeah.
They're here for me whenever I want it. They're very insightful. My dad is exactly like me, or more or less I'm exactly like him. And so it's very relatable. And my parents, and especially my dad, because geez, we're so alike, like entrepreneurial or motivation. We're stubborn, so we clash a lot.
Okay.
And so in that sense, when you clash a lot and then when you get past the stubbornness, you have a lot of good conversations, turns out. Yeah. And so it was all through it. I played football and he was my coach and he didn't know anything. Yeah. Or I'm in high school and he's doing math and he doesn't know anything, right? And so we would clash so much, and I think it's built such a good relationship. Okay. And at this point, it's like I just want nothing else to make them happy and proud. Yeah. And my parents.
Okay. And if you have a message to 18 to 25 years old who might be got exposed to this opportunity, They might be just a little bit in the border, like they're still questioning it.
For sure.
And then, there might be start a business.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do. They're currently lost. They're in college, questioning whether it's for them or not.
Yeah.
What's your message would be?
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, you're a 1099 employee.
Mhm.
The full control is in your court.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, you make 10, 20, 30 grand.
Yeah.
You don't do it again and you learned a lot.
Right.
Best case scenario, you make 120 grand.
Mm-hmm.
You learned a ton still.
Yeah.
And you go do it again.
There you go.
Right? So if you're in limbo and you wanted to get into real estate, if you're in limbo and you'd rather go to college, if you're in limbo and you'd rather be a day trader, or if you're in limbo and you rather think there's another scenario, door-to-door sales might not be your career, but door-to-door sales is a launch pad into life that you're either going to use for the next 3 to 10 years or for the first year, and you're still going to use the launch pad.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's just going to help get you to whatever you want to get to in the long term. And if you're on limbo, I think you guys should just lock in for a year, see how it is, bet on yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you can't bet on yourself, you're not going to find success any other place.
That's true.